So let me all I'm right from that point here. Let's take on into another thing. This one between the ERNEST by KOROMA again issue. You just want to talk about, this government transition down to the last government, waiting a talent for the chief minister, the listening, leadership and all of those things and this. So let's go quickly. Mahmoud and Oswald. Let me remind you now of something. And I did basically jump quickly into the last regime for just to remind you now, not to asking a question. Mahmoud, you will be a very strong critic of ERNEST by KOROMA. You try to point out the things the way ERNEST by KOROMA be do will not be good for the country. Oswald answers, you be the correct some things the way ERNEST by KOROMA be do with the way the ministers them be do. They write about them and ERNEST by KOROMA not be the question you about that. They actually give free go ahead for do that. And at some point, yeah. You write a book about ERNEST by KOROMA, a book with praise ERNEST by KOROMA in leadership. I just to remind people of waiting they can ask and maybe the people waiting at the role they don't play in the last regime. So now let's ask you this question, in order for those any developments, but rather to the present situation. This newspaper, when the Night Watch newspaper, gets this big banner headline where they pull do. They say, will ERNEST appear in court tomorrow? Not to normal. One other paper where na Salon Times newspaper, Voice of Salon, yes, Voice of Salon say is if the case of ERNEST by KOROMA will actually resume tomorrow. Now in this, he say will ERNEST KOROMA's treason trial resume? So this is a very big question because we know say the court been and quiet say let's go to Nigeria, we go take treatment, and before that we don't understand say then we want for send an exile. So now the matter the mix, go exile or go for treatment. At the bottom line now, ERNEST by KOROMA go appear in a court. This match? Yeah, question why they put it on all. I will ask a particular question, but please let's just get the take of Oswald.
Since we make the allegations against former President ERNEST by KOROMA, they indict them, then prosecute them in a court for treason, and I say nothing, and I write nothing about that. One, because me not being former advisor, and two, because me na SLPP now, me na pro-bio. It's difficult for me to walk that fine line. And for the records, I did not write a book praising the leadership of former President ERNEST by KOROMA. I planned a 10-part serial, small booklets then, on the leadership of former President ERNEST by KOROMA. The book we write, we look as if nobody ever read that book that sell over 5,000 copies. Now, on the leadership abilities of the former president, we look like from in cradle, in primary school, secondary, university, and in stop way in insurance executive. I did not do another part. It was not to praise his leadership, but his natural leadership ability from childhood. I shy away, the president come up bond, Mr. come up bond, but also because I have very fond memories of the former presidents. There's no way, not for anything, will me, Oswald Hansels, go come out publicly, they denounce the former president, even if obliquely, we're in deep and trouble. I will never do that. Most people, they always see me write a book on the former president. I remember the former president came into power 2007, September. Not termina being assistant commissioner for public affairs in NRA. December, I've been on buy car. The car, me and the car dealer arranged for 16 million. I don't pay 9 million. So it been left 6 million, 7 million. So not 7 million, I could pay until after 3 months. The car dealer came me us, he broke the car glass, dragged the car and go in the car shop. Now I write the former president a letter. I said the man the car dealer don't violate me constitutional rights. Then kind of letter they go 4 o'clock by 7:30. The former president telephoned me himself. And I could tell somebody for telephone me. By 8:30, now I get another telephone call. At that time, it was the director of legal affairs, Abdullah Cham, who later became Chief Justice. Then he called me. He said, Oswald, I saw you powerful. Now, Alpha County office so a day. Now, you left a day before me, so. Then the next day, of course, the acting Commissioner General of NRA, what's his name? Barry, Hassan Barry, then called me. He said, Oswald, now you want to put people in trouble, but you know, can't talk this thing. And the loan which I had asked the NRA for about 4 months, where they could not give it to me, within 2 hours, they approved the loan and I got my loan. Now, you have to put that into context. Between 1997, where I began to write a newspaper regularly in this country, to 2007, I was one of the most caustic critics in the newspaper of the APC. I even coined a term, APCistic, for mean everything negative in the country, I attributed it to APC. Winstanley Bankole Johnson, when I'm in APC, and then I'm the mayor of Freetown, when I'm a cousin on my Creole side from Gloucester, he wrote something in Patriotic Vanguard, we're based in the Canada. And he also Hans is one of the ideologues of the SLPP. Sylvia Blyden also wrote something once about that. Isn't that they advised the Tijan Kabak government. So, but then, in spite of that, when I wrote a letter to the former president, with Ington Camp Napa, nothing for CAC for me now, immediately responded. There are other instances of those fond memories where I get of that man. That's a wonderful lie. Not President Bill, not Bill Gates could ever tell me, now denounce him, we're in deep trouble. The allegations what they make against him, if he's prosecuted, convicted, that's a different matter. That will be the law. But my own personal feelings for the president of the former president will not get me to do certain things or say certain things against him. Not for President Bill, not for the SLP.
Even when now you consider yourself for being an SLPP.
Yes, I will not do it. It's against my sense of ethics.
Okay, no,
wait, just wait. Not tell you one more thing. Why be in a state house? Name one Dr. Tom Rogers. He misdiagnosed me because for do surgery for hernia. So we're supposed to go do the surgery on a Thursday. Me on a Tuesday, I come on, I'm not to go in the office. I still don't know what's the what me became. Then the former president telephoned me. He said, he asked for talk to him again. Now I said, oh, he's sleeping. Let me go wake him up. He said, no, don't go wake him up. Just go to Pastor Antigi, when I'm in last security before you go to the office. He'll give you something. So me not been go. I send me driver. The driver go in the office and see Pastor Antigi. A big envelope come to me. The former president in red ink scroll. Oswald Ernest Sylvanus Hansels. Me not the former president in namesake. Me not the namesake to the former president in Papa. Inside the envelope they were $100 bills. When sent for me from now help take care of me again. I cannot come out and denounce that man. Never. Not for anything.
Okay, so I can still ask you the question. You think say it will appear in a court tomorrow?
Well, I don't say, I did shy away from that thing. I did shy away from it. Because what I know
I get you. And I see how even when you talk how emotional you be because like you remember
I am. Look, I inside to myself, even when they talk about her, I shed tears. I shed tears for him. Because I dealt with him. Look, most people don't seem for even understand that fact. What did the man contract me for write book? I begin write something but for me magazine to book sell. Then somebody say, well, make her into book. I send her to her. The man was president, for crying out loud. He could get writers of the English language from India to China, Ghana or United States or United Kingdom for write book bottom. Did it need Oswald Hanses to write book bottom? But he agreed. He endorsed me. Who am I? What kind of ingratitude for me when the man did not trouble? I will criticize the APC or critique the APC, but I will not do it to ERNEST by KOROMA. Then, thank God you give me an opportunity for talk about that. I will not do that.
Okay, let's
I
tell you
will
what you
not
do
be
right
so.
now. Let's tell you what you do to some people when they watch you right now as you talk. You make people in the cry as well.
No, but look, anybody. What surprised me is that too many people will benefit from ERNEST by KOROMA and I come out and talk. I don't tell you specific instances of not Monday. Now, specific instances don't even hear top, most quality, top SLPP man there wouldn't sick. Then go to ERNEST. Pay for them overseas trips and overseas medical fees. And now you say the allegations what they make against her about corruption, the allegation what they make when I say involved by this school, that's a different matter. These are all allegations. So I will not talk about that. I'm talking about the human side of ERNEST by KOROMA as I know him to be. That human side where he has uncanny emotional discipline. If ERNEST vex, you're not going to know. It will control itself. It will control emotions and it will control when get power, what it will talk. But even the political opposition, that helps to keep the country stable. So the important point is that maybe that's what ECOWAS and all the other people in Nigeria saw. It's better for us to keep the country stable than to trigger the country going into flames. That's my general view on that matter. We have to be very, very careful. You know, there are certain things where we seem for don't forget. ERNEST KOROMA, when he was president, was immensely popular. The video documentary then day, I've been there behind video camera, they see that. Well, ERNEST KOROMA, the boss not treat. You go feel say, now I don't write that. After they don't left power. Now a blend of Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson, and Pope John Paul and Barack Obama all put together. Now so young people then they dance like say they're not drunk, not treat. Now so when ERNEST the pass, it put in glass door. A day behind in convoy. They put in glass door. Now, so there's a standstill the way the partner treats. People then they wave to them, then they stop. I go with them now the campaign trail to Kailan 2012. Now, so we've been there ahead. I mean, then a part of the press with Jaraka also Conte and Cisse. Where would they go? Now, we don't come in there before. Village after village. And people say, nah, next don't come. Now, Kailan. Now, so the people then they run, come on, and village with them banner, and they dance up and down. Now, Kailan, SLPP stronghold. So please, for crying out loud, all this denunciation, this man is losing sight of history. I hope the current president will move on with fighting against corruption in a very robust way. The majority in parliament will make tough laws, the SLPP majority in parliament against corruption. So we'll move out with development. But not ERNEST by KOROMA. I will never denounce him.
Okay, so Mahmoud, please, I beg that I hold you quiet for this long. I want to ask one more question to the guru for before I ever come to you, Mahmoud, please, yeah, because we actually don't hit the top
Okay.
of the hour. Guru, with all of it you don't talk to about who that honest by Kuruma be, you know, and you think say we president right now, Madabi will get anything for land from Anes by Kuma way for put the country together?
One thing we I hope say go land is the president being guarded in his speech. And like in not like you, in like you in our opposition. And I want calling them. Some of them, I mean, I know their names. Some of them are very powerful people in the SFB today. And they go drag Panam and they give them money. So in not being closing door. I don't tell you, say me not being one of the most caustic critic of the APC. He opened door for me. See Dr. Sylvia Blyden, we are next kind of power 2007. Even they put horn partners in caricature and they put horn partner. They talk say in publish them and say go talk voting with Jaws and as they were. Where they go find woman them. And Mona and as Karen go court for defamation. But yet he make him special executive assistant to the president, cabinet rank. He make him minister. So that was one thing about him. He know how for not for inflame the passions of even in enemies. They end that to inside the opposition or they will be the critical. People then forget say we unless when they go for name we win the election 2007 between about 2003 and 2007 there was a court case against the ERNEST 3 months to the presidential election. The APC them tower and say you know go represent we as presidential candidates. Them settle that matter, then go out of court, and the people that will be there behind that press court, I think editorial. I talk with editorial where I go to England in March 2012. I saw inside bedroom and tell me why, because of a nice in soft approach to even enemies, why they withdraw that case there. So it's not only just those who are critical of him, even within his own APC. He was able to soften his opposition, his enemies, and bring them calm. That is one thing this president has to learn. There are people who are very powerful, very intelligent. I'll call names: John Benjamin, Andrew Kiley, who is opposition when they aspire for the SLPP candidacy, who has pushed aside. These people are highly experienced, highly knowledgeable. If he is to learn one thing from the former president, Ernest Bai Koroma, it is that. Not to talk about, it's not enough to bring in APC member like, what's his name? Alpha Kano, because he's a master in flattery, master in sycophancy. The president should go out and search for those APC who then get power on the ground, who then talk, then what they reverberate, what then people that know say this one represents we, not just sycophants like Alpha Khan. I'm sorry, he's a great master of talker. He's working with a man called Virtuoso. It's a bit talk. Does he have popular support in his native Putloka? No, the election results of 2003 does not show that. Is he widely respected among the APC? No. So, my born brother, SLPP now, thank God for this opportunity. This is now open advice. And for bring the country together. The country is too polarized, so too divided. And make allowances for some of the known APC for not only get jobs in the public sector, But forget contracts. Let themselves lift their hand by this government. But if you put them sycophants them from the northern province and they represent the north, wanna lie, you fool yourself. If you go, you block the APC partisans them from all the significant contracts. No, they know they are go one by. They are going to pull you there by all means. And this is what is underneath the intense polarization. What to me, and I like all the one else do to me personally. And I like what he do to me, brother, when I've been deputy minister, we marginalize them. But at least we marginalize me to him, brother. They give audience. They talk with them. At least, in spite of the fact that I mean, they criticize Shaka Stephen, first president under the ABC, Momo on second president under the ABC. In fact of the matter, say I criticized Nyata Kagwa as health minister. I wrote 4 articles against Paulo Bangura, where in a health minister. We in one drive the Okada writers, them 4 articles now write the blast. And that sack me. It will lie and not sack me even while they critique himself, in party and government ministers. There's no parallel in the BO government at State House. All man just did, Madabio, sycophancy is dangerous. And that's what he's doing. It's not good for him. That's why all of this intense agitation to go around. After Shaka Stephen belonged coerced the SIPP, he had enough sense to bring them in. Samabania, MS Mustafa, what's his name, JB Dauda, they all come into government. You don't keep on antagonizing the political opposition. We'll get the support of the majority of the people on one side of the country, and then you set up a sterile, empty, peace and cohesive commission. That's a sham.
All right.
So now, me public advice to this.
Thank you. Hope you didn't listen.